contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino gang.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me.
Tell 'em.
So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny, Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chibabe man, Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
For having me, I appreciate it.
Our finalists are ready. $250,000 at stake. And game one kicks off with Jomar winning the tip. Early on, we saw both players using Giannis to get some easy buckets.
First points, and he'll lob it up.
But as the quarter played out, Jomar locked in defensively.
Here's the turnover. Up ahead to Giannis. Yes, sir.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Warriors taking on the Pelicans. For the Golden State Warriors, they're halfway through the season and need to pick it up if they want to end strong. Is time on their side? Pelicans, Warriors. Tip-off just moments away.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, for a team that has the unbridled ambition of the Golden State Warriors, moving to San Francisco is fitting. A city whose fortunes have risen astronomically in this era of new technology. Now in Oakland, the Warriors were comfortable and successful in an arena that they had played in since the late 60s. But for a franchise that aspires to be light years ahead of the competition, moving to a billion-dollar stadium seemed obvious. Kevin?
Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at New Orleans. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. And, of course, the Warriors, they have a lot of ground to make up.
And, for the Pelicans, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4, with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for the Warriors, Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins. And there's Chris. And it's Poole in at the 1. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg. And the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Now look, you see the athleticism right there? You gotta like watching ball go into the lane and finish.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Poole. Wiggins surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Lee. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Trailblazers. And it's Williamson missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Chris. Offline with his 3. Outside Holiday. Warriors with the rebound. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, and without all the points they got off the bench, there's no way they could win that game. He was the 6th man to the rescue.
Count that one.
And Ingram flowing into his jump shot. That's tough to guard.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Green now, top of the key. That's good on the jump shot.
Basket by Draymond Green.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his
Right around midseason here, Chris. More players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
taking 2 shots.
Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that goes, hey, guys, just wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we could do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in where we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. And other guys come in and you kind of get how it goes. So a lot of different ways you can have meetings. But hopefully as a coach, you have great leadership. So at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for it.
Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. 6-point lead. Here's Lee. Releases from the wing and drills it. Lee's got 7 points in the game.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense has created some great opportunities.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
That free throw, no good.
Well, he's an all-around player. Lonzo's combination of size and playmaking ability at his position is truly unique.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, and Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a wealth of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. They legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
And now, here's Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. And Poole gets it to go.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Good. Poole's got his third basket of the night right there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Williamson. And that one hits back iron. Warriors leading by 11. Here's Poole. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Poole's got 9.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Holiday gets the bucket.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Drew Holiday. First personal foul, team's third.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. Fifth, Brandon Ingram.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
They give their teams an element that not every squad has. I mean, that kind of passing from the small forward spot, that allows an offense to be much more free-flowing.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on them, you pay the consequences.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Ball with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Here's Poole. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston. Over in the corner, Green for the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got his second basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down. Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Stolen by Holiday. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Right side, Lee. Lots of room. Off the left rim and out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Here's Chris. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Wiggins passes to Chris. Golden State moving it around. Clock at 6. The pass to Poole. Here's Green, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
Good recognition by Draymond. I mean, he sees that he has a defender right where he wants him. That's all she wrote.
Draymond Green.
Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
Free throw drops for Green. And C-Webb, as you were talking about with Draymond Green, he's embraced the role in the past of villain in the NBA. But he said during the playoffs last year he wants to change his ways.
Yeah, right. We'll see. Draymond will irk opposing players and fans alike. But that's just a part of what makes him so effective. I mean, he's the ultimate example of a player who you love when he's on your team and you hate when he's not.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Here's Pascal, and it's blocked. Favors passes to Reddick. And he makes good on the layup.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Warriors leading. Passes to Poole.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
The Warriors have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Jordan Poole at the line for 2.
The first one falls. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, do you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me?
I got
60
it.
points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a
He's
misprint,
sick.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And so he hits both.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
The first free throw is good.
And we all know that Hart plays superb defense. Now, the next step is becoming a more consistent offensive player.
Good on both. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Bowman passes to Pascal. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Technical foul.
The Warriors shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Shooting 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Poole. He's got 11.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Redick with the bucket.
With the beautiful outside stroke, Redick is easily one of the best shooters in the league.
And stolen by Redick. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Here's Ball, and it's all evened up. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
There's the lob to the hoop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Redick. Again, the Pelicans score.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Shooting for Golden State. Bauman. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And he makes both free throws.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's Ball. Drops in the layup for 2. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
This is big for Ball's overall development. Needs to keep looking to attack and take on the D.
Inside, Looney. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Redick. Again, the Pelicans score.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Pass to Pascal. Wiggins outside. Looney with the bucket. He has 6.
Oh, the feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
Here's Ball, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Bowman pass to Looney. Bowman. He's covered by Ball. Poole. And another 3 for Golden State.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Warriors, 4th.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Pelicans trail by 3. Now, here's Ball. This is the mark. His 3rd miss of the game, 4 for 7 now. Here's Poole. 14 points for him. Top of the key, Looney. Can't nail the jumper.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Hart. The three-pointer is right on target. Hart's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
This is just a trademark of Hart's game. A solid three-point sniper who looks to shoot from wherever he can.
Stolen by Ball. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Progressing on the offensive end on the floor is crucial. Ball continues to have games like this.
Stolen by Ball. Goes up, and Ball slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
1:11 left here in the first quarter. Top of the key, Looney. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And the Warriors miss again. Pelicans leading by 6. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by New Orleans. The offensive rebound. Here's Looney. And again, unable to change momentum here. Redick is in the corner. Poole the pass to Bowman. Here's Wiggins. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Ball, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Poole. It's rebounded by Hayes.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Melly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Pelicans ahead, up by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. All the great Golden State Warriors scorers, Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys need to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green, more often than not, is the one setting the table.
Drew Holiday. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Wiggins, Looney out there with Lee, and it's Pascal in at the 4-man position. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool.
It is.
It's not a priority priority for the team. Come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Holiday gets the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Lets it go from the wing. Another one falls for New Orleans. The Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league. Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And another three for Golden State.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Redick with the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Warriors trail by 8. Bowman guarded by Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Wiggins. And then for New Orleans, Williamson comes in for Hayes. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Josh Hart. Here's Bowman. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 9.
Sensational recognition. Green realizes immediately when one of his guys is open.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
On the wing, Lee takes a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Holiday, and he banks in the layup. Holiday's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Lee outside. Pass to Pascal. Golden State moving it around. There's the pass to Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Pelicans have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
New Orleans in the lead. Here's Williamson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Williamson's got 6.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Passes it to Bowman. Outside, Green. A 3 ball. Pelicans pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Shades of KD and Dr. J. Ingram floating to the rim.
Here's Chris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lee outside. Pass to Green. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. Ingram, again, the Pelicans score.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Pass to Chris. Out to Lee. Here's Bowman. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 12.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Now, I thought maybe the D would figure him out as the game went along. Looks like he's figured them out in this first half.
Warriors trail by 6. Bowman guarded by Holiday. Lee outside. Here's Bowman. Sweet little floating.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Holiday goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 23.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now the pass to Green. Out to Chris. Shoots a three. He can't get it to go. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
The Warriors trailing. Here's Pascal. It's tipped.
A 7'3" wingspan, Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
Holiday gets the bucket. 25 points in the game.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it clean.
What you debating about? Begging for clout, I know. Who ran in your house without staking it out? If you ain't really bout that you say you about, I went a different route. I just go pivot the couch. I just envision the count, then I go get that amount. I got a beautiful house, but honestly, I skip the town every time that the temperature down. So someone diss me in the crew, but honestly, I forgot who. Cause next it was crazy as that is somebody I probably knew. Me, I don't get it, no clue. That just you don't do. That just a more I add to the list. I can't get no energy too. Why can't you put it on the wear? You don't want everyone to wear. I just had to lead the hookers, treating me like a celeb. I just went and cut my dread, but I got some beautiful hair. I am just searching for something that's real, cause that's really not what they say. I gotta smile, but honestly, I put my boy. Sometimes I see him in the cloud. I've been away for a while.
Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Ball comes in for Drew Holiday.
Derek Favors.
Pelicans leading by 8. The baseline J, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Ball's got 17.
Continuing to develop his offensive game. I love seeing Ball be assertive with the pull-up jumper.
Bowman passes to Pascal. Pelicans pull it in. Ingram outside. Here's Williamson, an easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 12-point New Orleans lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Bowman passes to Lee. Knocked loose. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Warriors' shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more exciting.
Kevin had played on the West Coast. I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I can watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Here's Williamson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
We're not used to seeing a guy as big as Williamson that quick of a first step.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
That free throw good from Williamson. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Now Lee. Last game he had 13. Pass to Wiggins. Chris kicks to Lee. Pass to Poole. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Poole's got 16 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
Wiggins passes to Poole. Back to Wiggins. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Green slams it in.
That's just tenacity, you know. Every night, Draymond's going to give it everything he's got.
Here's Redick. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Poole. 16 points for him. Chris pass to Lee. Here's Green. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ingram. Can't hit from the low block. Warriors trail by 12. Pulls up for 3. Chris can't hit. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Chris. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shot.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Nasty. Woo. This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
Williamson's getting it done tonight, efficiently here from the floor, 6 of 10 so far. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
That's a good break. I mean, it's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
Looney's checked in for Chris. And here's Green outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
He's such a skill for penetrating. When ball is attacking the lane like this, it forces the defense to act.
For New Orleans, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Warriors trail by 12. Here's Poole. 16 points for him. Uncovered. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. And here are the Pelicans now. They've led by as many as 14 points. That one goes. Count it. 20 points for Lonzo Ball.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Warriors shooting a terrific 61% in the second quarter. Poole, the pass to Looney. Here's Poole. Wiggins outside. Pass to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Green. Chalk up 2 there. Green's got 17.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Here's Hart. Drops in the tray. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
Well, the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
The Warriors shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Poole. 18 points for him. 11 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. From beyond the arc. That shot missing. And so it's New Orleans. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Drew Holiday was red hot to start the first. He had 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Well, a guy who's gone from really good to a star, Drew Holiday. He can beat you with physicality, he can beat you with the quickness, and guess what? He's a terrific shot maker. All of which he showed in the first half.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Alexander Walker in at point guard. Here's Poole. The pass to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Wiggins. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
To the middle. Here's Lee. Lays it up off the glass. Lee's got 17 now.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Hayes. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Warriors trail by 14. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Here's Alexander Walker. That one falls. Alexander Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Passes it to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. Pass to Poole. And it's Melly with the rebound.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Strong moving to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Poole. 20 points for him. Green kicks to Wiggins. Outside, Green. Jacks up a 3. That one, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Here's Hayes. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hayes has got his second bucket of the night.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Wiggins kicks it to Looney. Wiggins outside. They get it back. Looney, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, when you look at a guy like Kevin Looney, I mean, he gives his team so much. I mean, a great option to have either starting or off the bench with his versatility.
Here for Holiday. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 7th in steals, 8th in assists, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. And that one misses. And Chris, with Looney, he is a bit of a glue guy, and his defense is his calling card.
Well, he slots into so many lineups as he can play the 4 or the 5 and basically guard anyone on the floor. He has a good motor and doesn't need a ton of touches to be effective.
Poole, the pass to Bowman. Pass to Pascal. Over Hayes. And too long on the shot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hart, that's good.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
All alone. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Hayes in the post. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hayes has got 6 points in the quarter.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Bowman guarded by Holiday. Holiday brings the double team to the paint. And Okafor with the block.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And Holiday, here we go. Basket counts. Holiday's got 27 points.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Here's Holiday, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. No turning back, man, I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'll go.
And the Warriors making a change here. Chris is checked in. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Reddick comes in for Brandon Ingram. Warriors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Ball.
To end the run, and the jumper is good. He's got 16. Here's Holiday. He's got 29 points. Makes it off the glass.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
The Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And then Favors with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Warriors shooting right around 46% from the floor in the third quarter. The pass to Wiggins. Passes to Poole. Clock at 6. Fires at the elbow. And the basket is good. Poole's got 4 this quarter. The Pelicans shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Warriors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got 33 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Bowman. From downtown. Rebounded by Hart. So it's the Pelicans now. Here's Okafor. Again, the Pelicans score.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Reddick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Pass to Poole. And now here's Chris, covered by Reddick. Chris can't hit. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 10 points in just the second half.
I mean, you can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
Jordan Poole. 2 shots.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for New Orleans. Williamson is checked in for Okafor, and Ball subbed in for Hart. He hits both from the stripe. Pelican shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And the shot goes down.
Drew Holiday.
37 points for Drew Holiday.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Warriors shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And here's New Orleans now. Baseline J on the way. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Working on becoming a more potent offensive player. Ball, great to see him convert from right there.
Here's Pascal. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. There's the pass to Bowman. Good on the triple. He's got 19.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Count it.
Derek Favors. Assisted by Lonzo Ball.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Chris. Bowman. He's covered by Ball. Chris gets the bucket. Chris has got his second bucket tonight.
And such focus on these difficult finishes. Chris showing tremendous will fighting through the defense.
Holiday gets the bucket. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And it's Wiggins missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Oh, you got to prevent Ball from getting a lane. It's that simple. But when you don't, this happens.
On offense, here are the Warriors. Well, he came into the league out of Duke, already a great shooter and a great scorer. But J.J. Redick has made himself into a quality all-around player.
Yeah, he's never going to be an all-defensive selection. I mean, get that straight. But he does put in work, and he puts enough work in to hold his own at that end of the floor.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Poole. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Drew Holiday.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Well, for New Orleans, shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
Down low. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Wiggins outside, puts up a 3, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And Poole gets it to go.
2 points.
Poole's got 29 in the game.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The shot by Redick, no good. The Warriors shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now. Lee passes to Poole. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Derek Favors. That's his 3rd personal foul.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
Jordan Poole. 2 shots.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Poole. He has 30. And a wide open look for Lee. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. For New Orleans, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
On the free throw, no good. Here's Poole. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Drew Holiday has been on display for New Orleans. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And stolen by Williamson. And it goes down 2 points. Williamson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans. Here's Golden State now. They host the Kings after this game, and that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then there's Williamson. And it's Melly in at the power forwards position.
Foul.
A negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Smile-a-geek. Pelicans with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Lee outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Lee's got 20.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Williamson and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and you feel like Williamson could do this almost any time he wants. The strength, the athleticism. I mean, it's next level.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Warriors shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. As to Wiggins. To the inside. Here's Bender over Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Zion.
It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And Bender's one of those guys just oozing with potential. A big man who runs the floor well and uses his size down close to the basket.
He has 2.
Two.
Free throw, good. Bender. Just regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Bender.
Wiggins has got his 7th assist in the game. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for New Orleans, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. Bender kicks to Lee. Now here's Bender, guarded by Jackson. Bender with the bucket.
Yeah, mad respect to Bender for pounding the offensive boards there. So skilled at earning second chance opportunities for his team.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Okafor with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. Wiggins against Jackson. Down low, Smailagic. And here is Moore. And he gets the bucket. Moore's got 4 points this quarter.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
And so he makes both from the line. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Goes up the baseline. Bender with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Inside. And the layup is good.
95.
Here's Moore. The drive by Jackson. Good on the bucket. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. The Warriors shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Smailagic, and it's in there.
Smailagic.
Here's Jackson. More up top. Again, the Pelicans score.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. They get the rebound.
Even right at the rim. I mean, that's a tough shot for him. The D has him blanketed.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think it's adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports, and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. Again, the Pelicans score.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
The Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here's Bowman. Rebounded by Jackson. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Lee. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Warriors shooting it really well, 54% from the floor. Here's Bender. Lee trying to get open. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's more penetrating. That one good for 2.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. And secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-6 run. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And there's the pass to Bowman. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Melly's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Lee outside. No one near him. And he drops that one in. Lee's got 25 points in the game.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Jackson not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
The top of the key jumper is on the mark. 23 points in the game.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Moore against Lee. Passes it to Bowman. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Bender. To the wing right side. Here's Bowman. And it's Golden State with another.
Bowman!
New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Jackson. Again, the Pelicans score. Here's Poole. Z-Web, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Bender the pass to Bowman. Smailagic. He can't get that one, and New Orleans will come the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Drew Holiday.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And so timeout taken by Alvin Gentry.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. And so here is New Orleans. Here's Moore. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Poole. Got a piece of it. Moore with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Alexander Walker. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Here's Poole. Here's Lee outside. No good. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, we all know you can score. The defensive end has been the challenge. How did you take that step forward tonight?
My teammates challenged me, the coaches challenged me to get better every night. Just so I can score, but they want to see improvements on the defensive end.
And you took that step forward tonight, Jalil. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.